Do your stripes in circular knitting look like this? Today I'll show you how to work them so that they look like this. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'm Heather and I put out knitting tutorial videos every Friday. Today I will be showing you the row below method of the jogless jog technique. Jogless jogs are used usually when you are knitting in the round and you're working stripes, and you want the stripes to not have the typical jog at the beginning of the round or at the color change. I have a swatch and I've finished my stripe of orange and I'm ready to begin with my gray. So with this method, you just begin working with your new color, and it will be as we come back around that we work the jogless jog technique. As I come back around, I will work all of the stitches in my new color. And this last stitch in the orange is loose, but we can tighten it up and fix that when we weave our tails in later. So now to work the jogless jog technique, I'm going to be knitting into the stitch below that first stitch in my gray. So to do that, I, from behind, use my right hand needle to lift the right leg of that stitch below, and then I knit those two together. And as the tails are tugged, that gray stitch goes away essentially, and you are left with a yellow stitch below. This method works for one row stripes. So let me pretend, say I need just one row stripe in the gray. So I will drop the gray and begin in knitting with my orange. So I will knit all of these stitches in my orange. So I will knit in the row below by pulling up the right hand leg and knitting that stitch together. This method works really well to hide the jog. I really like this method. One benefit to this method is that your number of rows in your stripe can be maintained. Other jogless jog methods produce one fewer row in the column to the left of the color change. This method does not do that. You can also use it in one row stripes really easily. It's not terribly fiddly and it works really well. A drawback to this method is that the location of the color change migrates one stitch to the left at every color change. With this method, my color change began here. These rows were worked using this method, and my color change was initially here, and then it moved to right here, and then it moved to here, and then it moved to here. So it is migrating one stitch to the left with every color change. In knitting, where you will have shaping on either side and you need to maintain a consistent beginning of the round, you will need to have a marker noting your color change beginning and end, and your beginning of the round beginning and end, and those will need to be marked separately and maintained separately. So just keep that in mind. But this is one of my favorite methods because it looks so nice, and you can maintain the correct number of rows in each of your stripes. So that is the knitting into the row below method of working jogless jogs. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.